Hello everyone, I'm Grandmaster Priyadharshan Kannappan, and this was just a unplanned, late night Simul in Lichess. So I'm going to be playing some Simul games, and okay, so let's get to the Lichess screen and let's see what's happening. So here we have the Lichess screen, and okay, so I have the settings all typed out. GM Priyadharshan Kannappan Simul, late evening Simul with GM Priyadharshan Kannappan of Chess Gyaan Academy, and I'm going to give like 20 minutes for my opponents and 25 minutes for myself. That's going to be the plan, and then that's going to be a 5-second increment, and I think I'm live. So yeah, so that's the main thing. So I just get additional 5 minutes, and I'm going to start white in all the games. So let's see who are all the players who are going to challenge. Let's host the simul and let's figure out if anyone's kind of joining in. So waiting for candidate players. Let's see. I'm not sure of these players. Let me decline them. So let's wait for the simul join request. Okay, don't think so. Has anyone requested? Zero candidate players so far. So we have one. Let's accept it. We have two. I think I will do at max 10 to 15, somewhere around that. So we have Masquerade at 1400. We have, okay, so we have a lot of players joining in. So let's accept them. So we have now 4 players. Let's wait for a few more. Okay, we have one more. I mean, I'm picking up quite a strong opposition, so hopefully I play well. Let's see how this turns out. So I think we'll do 10. Let's wait and see if more players send a request, and then we'll start. So yeah, in the meantime, I did a simul earlier in the day with my academy students, and that went well. So I thought, okay, why not do another simul late night? And this one is just more like a unplanned one. And so we are still waiting for some more players to join, and 5 players right now. Hopefully, 5 more players join. I think we cannot wait too long because it's like pretty late right now in India. It's close to midnight, and I see a lot of players over here. Okay, so we got one more player, 6. Waiting for 10 players in total, so we can start this sign up. So let's let the players know that we have 6 right now. So over here, fairly decent opposition, I would say. This Igrok V Shahmati is the highest rated today at 2009, and the lowest rated, but I think is Masquerade at 1400. And let's see if there's 4 more players who send request. If not, we'll start the simul like in few minutes from now. So I'll just check. I think these all that is going well. I mean the screen capture for the live stream. Bit surprised there's not actually more requests. So I guess only 6 players, and okay, hopefully more candidates show up over here. I need 4 more. Guys, ask your friends to join us. Need 4 more players. Okay, I hope the accepted players see the chat room where I've sent the message to them, and hopefully we get 4 more players. I don't want to keep these players waiting for too long. And also we have some quote here. Chess teaches you to control the initial excitement you feel when you see something that looks good, and it trains you to think objectively when you are in trouble. I agree with it. It's Stanley Kubrick's quote, and chess helps a lot of things, and definitely I think this could be one of it. I agree with Stanley Kubrick on this. So we have seven. I just accepted, I think, the strongest player today. I mean, he's stronger than Igrok. It's Geetsi Poo, and it's 2100. So going to be a very tough match because okay, so now Geetsi Poo is overtaken by Chess Analyst 2105. So we need two more guys, and then here we go. Just let's wait for two more players. Okay, hopefully two more players turn up. Pretty nervous. So what should be my strategy? I don't have a strategy actually. If should I like play the same opening in all the 10 boards, like start with e4, or should I mix and match? I think I should go a bit aggressive. But the problem when you go bit aggressive is you need to calculate, and you need to pick the boards where you need to complicate, and you need to pick the boards where you need to kind of keep the balance or the positional aspects of the game. That's very critical. I think we're going to have one or two more candidates joining in because I see some guests coming in and out. We have 8 players. Really need two more guys to join start. Okay, 8. So let's wait for two more guys. Or whatever, you can go ahead and start. Let's wait if we get one more guy in a 1 more minute. If not, I think we should be going live right now. Okay. It's 11:26. The moment the clock hits 11:27 p.m., I'm starting. It doesn't matter if it's 8 or 9 or 10 players. Let's just get this going and get this simul done. And I would love to, if anyone's watching it live, have your predictions, like how I would score against 8, I think, decent players. So let's wait to go live. Okay, it's still not okay. Let's start. Whatever, let's go. Okay, I'm playing 8 players. I think my strategy is going to be to okay. I think I'm going to mix it up, mix and match. Let's not play the same first move on all the boards. Okay, c4, e4, knight f3. This might be a terrible idea, but whatever. Knight f3. Okay, knight c3, c4, c3, e3. So okay, I think I had this that previous game, that move is not such a great move. Okay, so we're kind of converting it into a French and here we have, I don't know what opening this can be called. So this is like a reversed perk. Okay, now we have a lot of reversed openings today, like white has an extra tempo kind of openings. And okay, queen d5 is definitely a dubious move, but interesting, like two boards back to back that had queen takes d5. The key thing here is I should ensure I'm not blundering anything. That's what is kind of the scariest thing when you're playing simul. You don't want to hang any material. Very important thing in my opinion. Okay, so this is not a good move by black to capture on d4 in my opinion. I like my center here. So let's go bishop b5. Okay. Wow, 3 boards. I think black has put his queen on d5. Not a nice sight, not a nice idea to bring your queen out very early in my opinion. But still, let's see whatever. Okay, that gives me a chance to check. Okay, let me continue development. Bishop d7. Okay, I'll just capture and then I'll short castle. Bishop d6, I think I should just save my bishop, going g3. Okay, grabbing the center with d4, knight c3. Okay, I really don't know what's like the strategy that black is following in some of these games. Okay, d6 is very passive. Let me go d4. Okay, this is a backward pawn now sitting right there. Let me pin queen b6. Okay, let me go a3. Let me try to go some sort of b4 in. I guess I'll go c4. I think he's going to go e5 more possibly. Short castles. Okay, knight c3. Knight takes c4. Okay, how about I just short castle or queen a4 check. Let's give this check. Let's kind of see what really, you know. Okay, how about we develop the knight to f4 or g3. Let's go g3, I guess. But I'm not really sure of something. Let's go g3. Okay, e3. So I want to go d4 break. Ooh, bishop b4, forcing me to go knight fd2. Okay, how about knight c3 or bishop e2? Let's go bishop e2 here. Let's short castle. If I won't go, if he goes bishop d6, knight c3, e4. Okay, I think I really like my position here, to be honest. I think the king is going to come under big attack in that game. How about I just capture d takes e5? Just curious. Okay, I'll castle. If he captures, you know, I can capture with the queen. Okay, knight c6. How about a3? Let's not give some knight b4 kind of ideas. How about h3 here? h3 is a very interesting move. So bishop f3 kind of ideas. And let me go b4, as I want to go b5, you know, a5 b5 kind of lines. Okay, should I capture or can I capture? Okay, actually I will capture. I'll just go knight c3. So he goes a6 here. So how about rook d1? Let's put some pressure down this diagonal. Okay, and let me go a3. Let me force him to take on c3. Okay, I see that. Let me try to go rook c1. Put some pressure down there. Let me develop the knight. And how about going d5? Let's try to attack that. Okay, let's grab the center with e4. Okay, f6, a very sensible try. Let's play e takes f6. Okay, h5. So well, black is kind of making his intentions clear. Let's go h4. Let's try to keep the bishop safe. Ooh, that's a blunder. Okay, I can just pick up this pawn, right? Yes, I think I can. And I don't know what black just did. Okay, black just took this. I'll take with the knight, you know. h4. Okay, so how about we go b4? Let's go b4 b5. Now go after the, let's go bishop b2 or bishop e3. I like bishop e3 because of e5, you know, you can kind of play d takes e5. That's a very nice thing to have. Let's go bishop g5, but then f6 is there. But there's some traps over there. Okay, knight takes b5, queen b7. How about we pull back our knight back to c3? What did he play? He went a6. Okay, this game is heating up quickly, very quickly. Let's go knight e5. Let's try to aim at c7. And I think he played short castle here. Okay, that's good. Let's kind of strengthen our pawns. Bishop e3. Okay, so here, what are we looking at? How about a capture on e7? And I think here black played a6. Let's go knight g2 now. Let's prepare for d4. Okay, knight takes d7 and bishop d6, so he's defending the pawn, but it's not great. I'll go bishop e3 now. I'm kind of aiming at that pawn over there. Okay, let's swap queens and queen. Okay, and if I play d takes c5, what is he going to do? Or should I go d5? Actually, d5 is a very tempting move, to be honest. d5, he'll go bishop c5 and all that stuff, but d5 seems to be way more tempting. Let's go d5. Okay, so he goes bishop b4. Okay, how about we pull back our bishop to d3 so that we can defend the pawn. f6, not the move that I would play if I was in, I think black just blundered some pawns, I feel like. Okay, and a5, let's go b5. Okay, how about we just pick up this pawn. Okay, rook fd1, bishop b4. I would like to go e5. I think I'll try to attack with the h7. Wait, what? Is he just blundering material? I think the d6 bishop is hanging now. Okay, knight c6. Let me bring my king closer. Okay, bishop went back to d7. Okay, let me castle long. I have some ideas. Okay, he goes knight e7. Let me go bishop to e2 or d3. Let's go bishop d3. Let's try to do something. Okay, knight d5 has been played. I don't want to I'll go rook c1. But he'll play knight e3, fe3. Should I do that or should I go bishop d2? I'll save the bishop, whatever. Okay, so how about I'll capture now, or should I go b4, try to open up. Let me gain some space with b4. Let's try to do something. Okay, d4. Okay, I didn't remember this game at all. Okay, I think I have a lot of space advantage. So what did black do? Okay, black went a6. Okay, how about we go rook c1 and kind of aim at some, knight takes, wait, can I go knight g5, h6? Let's go queen e2. Let's try to set up queen e4 ideas. So knight f6 has been played, and I want to go h3, let's just secure this g4 square for now. Okay, he captured. Let me capture back, and bishop b6. Very strange move. How about I gain some more space with b4, threatening c5? I think I'm doing okay so far. I'm not really worse in any board. I think all my opponents are thinking, okay, h3, we got short castle there. I don't want bishop b4 to come, so let me just play a3 also. Kind of defensive maneuver, but it's okay. I think I'm doing good on the clock also so far. I think the one position that I'm kind of feeling I may have to work a bit hard is that one where I had my rook swapped. I have, I think, one rook, bishop and knight on the board. And big thing is no blunder so far. I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm putting my opponents under pressure, and they're all figuring out, I guess. And wait, I won 3 games. What happened? How did I win 3? Who resigned? I have no idea. I guess some of these guys resigned their games, just realizing they have no hope. Huh. Okay, I will take it. How about bishop c4? I don't want to give up my bishop. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, ed4, I'll capture with the pawn. I want to go after the black's pieces. So yeah, this Igor Shahmati, and I don't know, this Geetsy Poo game, like no one has really moved. I really like my game against Mefa 2023. Very strong position. I don't know who are the 3 guys who resigned and the games got over, but I believe they just had terrible positions that they decided it's not worth playing. Okay, so Should I go for some sort of 4 pawns attack? Nah. Or I'll just develop. Whatever, I'll just develop my knight. Okay. That's not a nice way to develop. How about I go bishop b3? If he goes b4, I'll take a b4. If bishop takes b4, yeah, I wanted him to go knight a5 actually, so that I can go bishop a2 then. Yep, that was my plan, so that you know the e5 pawn is kind of hanging if he goes b4, a b4, bishop b4. I can also go knight d5. That's critical, I think, getting the knight to d5 at some point. Now also bishop g5 is a kind of a big idea for me, and I want to go e5, but whatever, I'll just develop my bishop to e2. I think he's going to go e5 soon. Okay, so I think he went rook e8, and now actually I'm seeing a tactic like rook takes d6, c d6, bishop b6. That could be fun actually. And could I do that really? Swap. I mean, but the point is it worth it to do it? Or should I throw in knight g5 first and do the same variation? Like, what do I gain having the knight on g5? Maybe I would gain something. I don't know. Let's kind of figure this out. Whatever. Let's first go knight g5. Let's see what he's up to. Okay, so this player is inviting me into an endgame. I have no reason to decline it. I mean, I can go rook c1, but then maybe he'll go rook d6. Why should I do that? No, exactly. Why should I do that? How about I just swap? And I have an idea. I want to go g4 and then I want to go knight d4. Okay, so a5. So yeah, I think that's a sensible move. I'll go b5. I don't want to swap. I'll go g4. My plan is after bishop g6 then to go knight to d4, kind of trying to go bishop f3. But if he goes bishop e4 and if I play f3, I don't know. Or how about I go knight d4, bishop e2, king e2, king f8, king d3, king e7, king c4. I like that. Let's go with this. Let's try this endgame. Okay, I guess he went rook d8. Not a great move. I can go queen e4. I'm building up a very strong attack. So e5 was expected. I'll just short castle. So we have some sort of an old Indian kind of setup. Okay. So he goes knight e7. And is he giving me this pawn for free? Shall I just pick it up? Yeah, why not? No, it's a free pawn. Free pawn is a free pawn. As Yasser Sarawan would say, pick up the pawn. That was his favorite thing. Like in any position, he'll be like, just go pick up the pawn. Okay. Wait, what happened? He just blundered. Okay. Thanks for the blunder. Should I capture with a bishop or knight? Both look super, super tempting. I'll capture with the knight so that, I can do some more tricks with knight e5 check, kind of. Okay, I think I'm winning this game now. My king just walks in and it's game over. Yeah, I just walk in with my king b6. Okay, I'll play h3 so that I can go bishop e3 without a worry. I'll pull back my bishop. And okay, so g6. But now I can go bishop g5. Right? I think I can. If f6, e takes f6. Yeah, I can go bishop g5. Just killer. More queen h4 is coming. Well, this is going better than I expected actually. I'm just dominating literally in all the games. E takes f6. Queen h4. Knight e4 is a strong move coming up. Okay, so the guy went knight f5. He's trying to put some pressure. Let me get my king to safety first. I think it's important. I can go knight a4 the time I want. Where did he go? He went rook f8. But that allows knight e4 and put more pressure on f6. Okay. Let me chop and then another chop on you know. Okay, so now few things I need to be very careful. I want to develop my bishop, but where? G5 is an option where I can kind of take, go, knight here, exchange bunch of pieces, or I can just simply go bishop b2. Yeah, I like this queen d2, just improve queen d2, rook e1. Let's win the exchange over this board. Okay. So I guess black in that game or that position is hoping that. Okay, so what is he trying to do? I have no idea. Wants to go bishop b7, I guess, and attack my pawn. I guess that's his idea. Okay, I think I'll let him come there. I'll play a3, and I think he went rook e8, right? Yeah. I can go rook e1. No, rook e1 would run into this nice tactic. Knight d4, knight takes d4, rook takes e1, bishop takes d4. So let me start with. Actually, queen d3 is a good idea. You're putting some direct pressure on the. Yeah, I think I'll go queen d3, not d2. Okay. And now. I'm just going to double rook d2, rook d1. Okay. I think this is a mistake. Now I can go knight b3, knight a5, and some pawns. Yep, let's do that. Let's win the pawns. So he pulled back his knight. That's a good success for me. So now, what do I do? Let's contest the open file. Yeah, I mean, wait, what did he just do? Wait, he went king d7. He tempted me and then he just went back. Wow, okay. I'll take it. I'll go knight c5 or knight a5. Knight c5 looks more tempting because it's kind of restricting him. Okay, queen d2. Okay, now I'll go d5. So knight c5, I have b4. Okay, so he went king c8. Now important is I need to fix the pawns. That's very critical. And I'll start with h4 or g4. I think I should start with g4. Okay, I'll go rook double, and after bishop e7 I can go f3, no rush. And okay, he goes g6. Interesting. So what's the point? I can go f4 followed by f5, but I guess if I go f4 he'll go f5 himself, and if I go h4, what is he going to do? Will he go h5 himself, or should I play f3 here? A lot of tempting options here actually. How would I start with a4? A4, I don't know, h4, g5, hg5, hg5, f3, and then king, knight check. I don't know. If I go h4, g5, I think I can. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just not exchange and keep going. Okay, f3. Okay, I expected that. Let's go bishop e3. Now I have b4. And what did he do here? And bishop e6. Okay. But I'm happy with this. I can go d5 now, right? Even though I'm opening of the bishop, I can go knight a4, bishop d4, some lines like that. Okay, so he goes king b8. So what's his plan? So he's basically saying, I'll just go king b8, king c8. You do whatever you want. I guess that's what he's trying to kind of tell me. Okay. I need to find a way to target this pawn. What's the best way to come? Knight e7, knight f6. Too long. But I guess it's worth coming. Yeah, I can try f4, f5. Yeah, let's try f4. And okay, he provoked me and he said, okay, I'm going back. And if I go knight a4, what's the idea? I think he'll go knight e4, I guess, right? Okay, let me go with knight d4 first then. Okay, so he went knight c5, and can I go knight d2 with the idea to go b4? I think yeah, I could do that. Yeah, let me do that. Let me go knight d2, defending this pawn, preparing b4. I mean, I don't know, I haven't looked at the clock time. I guess I should be doing decent on clock. 14 minutes to 9, so I have a good hold. This is, I think, the toughest opponent I have, right? Because the other guys are not actually. And I think this game, Mayfair 2023, is basically lost. I think Black is just trying to. I don't know what Black is doing. Masquerade is basically lost. The IU is kind of lost. Okay, so what did he do? He went King C8 as expected. And I'm trying to see if I can go F5. It's kind of my plan. Kind of, keep this knight locked in there. Okay, let's try. And he went c6, very strange. I can go b4, ab, rook a1, queen a1. Ooh, I think I will let his knight come to d4 in that line, but that's okay. How about I go knight a4 now? I'm just trying to win this bishop. I think that's what is going to happen. He's going to swap, and go knight d4, but that's okay. And here, bishop d6. I can just simply, chop on d6, and I think that should be solid enough. I'm what, 2 pawns up, I guess? Yeah, whatever, I'll just simply capture, give up the exchange. Oh, he missed that line. I think he just blundered too. I just went up material here and I have b5, yeah. He just blundered, so that's good. So I guess I'm winning on that board. Masquerade is what, 2 pawns down, and I think I'll be able to pick up this pawn as it's fixed on dark square and I have this bishop. So 5 games ongoing for the people who are watching. 3 wins so far. I guess 3 of my opponents decided it's not worth playing it, so they resigned. So now I'm going to win. I'm winning obviously bunch of games right now. Let's see which ones end first. Like Gitsipu, I guess, is going to resign soon. I don't think that he's going to continue. Let's wait and see who resigns first. Ooh, someone went knight f5. Not a good move because they're losing exchange, which I'll just capture. I'll go knight c6. Okay, hey, so all the games except for that one endgame that I'm still playing on, it's like completely lost for my opponents. Yeah, I think it's this Igrok Shahmati. That's the only game where Black is kind of holding some balance. Okay, so I'm a piece up against Gitsipu. Okay, I'll just cement my c6 pawn, and I guess what, even bishop d7. I'll pick up this pawn. Thank you. 3 pawns now. Okay, how about I just destroy this pawn structure? I'll just capture here first, then I'll capture on b8, then I'll capture on b6. Or actually, I have a very nice idea. Like after he plays gf6, I can start with bishop h3, because then, yeah, I think I'll do this. This is such a nice idea. Wow. Or is it really? Like knight d4? Yeah, it's actually a nice idea. My plan is to, okay, so he played gf5. Okay, I'm capturing. G takes f5. And I guess he went back. Okay, I think I'm winning a second piece on e7 now. Okay, this is what I wanted. Now I can play bishop takes f5. And after bishop f5, I can go knight e7 check. Wow, we are seeing a similar pattern actually in these games. Okay, this was the position I wanted actually. So now what my plan is, I want to give a check. I want to come here to go knight g4, but check, king here, knight e5, f6, knight g4, knight f7, knight takes f6, knight d6, or should I play h5? A tough question. Knight is check, king there. You know what, I'll come to this board later, unless any of these guys have... Okay, so all these guys are still thinking, so it's only this board. Knight check on d7, king c8, knight knight f6. I wanted to come here, king here, knight f6, and no, actually I would prefer to go knight e5, so that I'm controlling both these squares. And if he goes f6, I can play knight g4, and if he goes knight f7, I need to find a critical move there, because I think I can just simply go king c5, but then he can play h5, knight takes f6, knight h6, and knight takes h5, knight takes f5. That's the problem. No, it's a real problem there. I see it. And if I go a4, what will he do? a4, king c8, a5. Nah, I don't want to do that. And f6. Okay, I don't want to do f6. I want to keep the pawn here. Knight check, king there, knight e5, f6, knight g4, knight f7, knight takes pawn, knight d6. So this is tricky, very tricky position actually. I think black has figured this out, that's why he's going into this. But there must be a way I should be able to outplay him. But where is that variation? Oh wow, I should find a way to... How about knight check and knight f6? Then he will play knight to c6. Then I can play knight to g8, or knight to g4 for that matter. h5, knight f6. Then he goes knight d4. I don't really want that line either. But actually I see some practical chances there. Yeah, I know, I think I do see some practical chances in that particular. So knight check, king there, knight f6. Wait, is all these guys still thinking, or are they just like, wait, what happened? Black resigned, okay. And okay, it's my turn. Let me just win this piece first. Okay. So I'm okay. Let me just try to finish these other two games and keep my focus only on that game. Let's just keep rolling. And okay, I want to go a4 and like b5. a4, king here, b5, a b5. What do you think of that line? That could be interesting, but the problem is a4, king c8, b5, a b5, a b5, and if he goes f6, what do you do? If you go knight e4, he will go knight f7, and if you go king... Actually, you know, I think let's wait, no. The problem there, okay, there's another problem there, which is a4, knight c6, b5, a b5, a b5, knight d4. Okay, so there's a lot of problems in this position. Let's just give a check. Let's win this bishop. Okay, how about... Should I go rook a7 and just rook c? I like rook c6. Kind of a weird positioning for the rook, but I think it's good. Or should I go rook d6? Tough questions. Or just simply rook a7. Let's just go rook a7. Okay. If I go knight e5, he'll go f6. Let me just quickly check. Okay, knight e5, f6, or knight f6. I think this is like the decision that actually is going to just make this whole game's result. Okay. The point is, I want to capture which pawn? Yeah, I'll capture this pawn. I'll try to go knight g8 and win that pawn. Okay, I'll just whatever. It's my turn, right? Yeah, I'll just capture this bishop. Okay. If I go a6, what happens? I think it's going to go rook c6. But that's fine. I can give a check and go a7. If I go a6, he may go knight. Knight c5 is fine. Yeah, I'll just go a6. Okay, as expected. And knight g8 or knight g4. Both kind of does the same thing. I think I prefer knight g8. It restricts the options for my opponent, right? So knight g8, h5, knight h6, or knight g8, h5, knight f6. Wait, what did I just calculate? I'm kind of baffled. What was I thinking? Did I just mess up this whole thing? Maybe I did. Okay, so yeah, I think I remember. So I want to go knight h6. And then if he goes f6, what did I have in mind? Go back knight g8? No, that doesn't sound right. I think I messed this up big time. Okay, I have an idea. I'll go knight g8. Okay, I'll go queen, whatever, h6. Okay, h5 is on board. And I'll just go king here. I'm just going to simply wait for a move, and I'm going to see what black is going to do. Okay, rook c6, rook check. Pawn push. Okay, I'm just going to win. Okay, this game is over now. Hopefully he resigns. Okay, good. I'm done with that game. So what did he do? He went king d8. If I go knight f6, he goes knight e7. Knight takes pawn. I'm fine with that. That's what I actually want also, right? But here I was losing the h4 pawn also in the process. That's what I didn't like about that variation. And if I go king d6, knight d4. No, king d6, knight d4. King d6, knight d4, not a fun move. Knight here, king e7, certainly not fun either. go f6 here. F6, I think he'll go knight e5, right? Or king d6, knight d4, king e5, knight f3. Or I have to go king d6, knight d4, knight h6. Yeah, let me do that. King d6, knight d4, knight h6. That's very risky, to be honest. Whatever. Let's try. Okay, rook d8. So how many games? There's 2 left, okay. So as expected, knight d4 is on board. And I'm going to go knight h6, right? Or should I go king e5? I'll try knight h6. No, I think this is the best practically confusing variation out there. Okay, so I think this masquerade game is going to come in very soon, and it's going to be like one-on-one over here. So okay, Igrok Shahmati. Let's see what he's going to do. Tough game. As I said from the start, this was one player whose game, I was kind of like exchanged. I think this started off with the C3 Sicilian, I guess. Was this game C3 Sicilian? Yeah, this was. With this, it was a terrible opening that he played, and I don't know how he managed to get such a okayish position. I guess I just played terribly to give him such a position. Okay, I move my king. Okay, I went the rook. Okay, what did he do? He went f6. The move I was thinking that he might do. Okay, so now I'm in a very interesting position. He's going to. Should I provoke him to go king d5, knight d3, king d5, knight f3, and then go king e6? Or should I just simply play a4, and if he goes knight f3, then go king e6, knight takes pawn, king takes pawn. Yeah, maybe I'll just do that. I'll just simply play a4. But he may go b5. But yeah, that's fine. Okay, whatever. I don't know why this guy is still playing, but I'll just give up my whatever. I'll just simply play chess at this point. Okay, I'll just try to win that pawn. There's actually in this game with Shahmati, there is realistic chances of me blundering something. I need to be very careful. So I'm just trying to liquidate and keep things calm in this board, so I can focus all my energies over there. It would be fantastic if I end up with 8 out of 8. Let's wait and see. Right now what I'm on 6 out of 8, and this point is kind of in the pocket. Okay, what did he do? He went b6. So he's also being very... Okay. So wait, I can't go knight g8. I can go king d5 though. That would be interesting if I can go king d5 actually. This is a very funny kind of making us trapped. Yeah, this is really enough. Wait, I have a... that doesn't work. I wanted to go knight check, knight takes pawn, king here, but he has this sneaky knight e7 and I lose. Okay, I'll pull back, king d5 then. Okay, I'll just pick up this pawn. Can now my goal is just to pick the pawn and just start rolling forward. Okay, I'll pick up another pawn on h7. Now I'd be very happy if I beat that Igrok Shahmati game. And I'm actually enjoying that in game, it's kind of like nice little technique there. So how about I just bring my king up here and then try to encircle around this pawn on c4 and capture it. I think that should be a nice idea. Okay, so he went knight f3. So he's saying, okay, I'm going to pick up your pawn on. But that is okay. I'm kind of seeing a plan. I don't know if that's what he also has in mind. That's what he has in mind. He's pretty genius. But you never know if that's what he has in mind. I want to go king c6 though. King e6, knight takes pawn, king takes pawn, knight f3, king g7. The line I'm kind of worried is if he can just sacrifice his knight for my thing and try to win these pawns. I want to go king c6 honestly, and king e6 maybe. King c6, knight takes pawn, king takes b6. Yeah, let's go king e6. Okay, let's just try to win this pawn. Okay, I mean it's good fighting spirit, but I think it's a bit too much at this point, the fact that he's just continuing to play. I don't think right now this is like fighting spirit. I think it's just, I don't know, just makes no sense. Okay, I want to give a check and do something. Or should I just straight up capture? King takes pawn, knight f3. Or knight check. Let's just capture. Okay, I need to be very fast now. Okay, knight f3, and I would like to go king g7 or king g7. Yeah. Okay, let's go king g7. b5. Okay, c4. No, that game is kind of stressing me out. Okay. So my plan is pretty straightforward. I want the bishop. I want him to sacrifice the bishop. Maybe I'll go knight first, and then I kind of try to not even give him the opportunity to sack his bishop. I think that should be more fine. How much time I have? I have 49 seconds. And wait, what did he do? Knight e5. So knight f1, knight f1, king f7, h4, f6, h3, king e6, h2. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Knight f7, knight f7. Okay, we are getting somewhere actually. Okay, I'll go f6. King takes pawn. Okay. Wait, so the guy decided that Okay, this is strange, really strange game. Whatever. I'll try to push him away. Let's see. Okay, I just need to checkmate this board quickly. Okay, so I'm not going to stalemate him. That's the reason why I did that. Okay, I think this is mate. Okay, good. So now I'm only to this board. Knight to Calgary. Knight takes f7, king f7, h4, king g7, h3, f7, h2, f8, queens, h1, queens. So both sides queens at the same time, but I have the ability to check. So that it'll be very crucial, I think. And let's go here. I think he's going to sack. And that could be a good decision for him actually, to sack. Now this is what I was worrying. I don't know if you guys remember at the start I was mentioning about this possibility of him sacrificing and kind of going into some endgame like this. I would have loved to have my knight somewhere here. Yeah, I don't see a way for me to defend. Knight takes pawn, king takes, king d6. Knight e4 check, king d5, king f5, king c4, and then what do I have? Okay, I don't have much, to be honest. Okay, I have to go king f5. Okay, I have one sneaky idea. I don't know if it will work though. I'll just try. Okay, so I think the idea may work, may not work. Okay, I don't think it's working out. He's just going to go king c5. Okay, so this is just a draw. He's going to go king b4 now. And so what, I ended up with 7.5. Sucks. Half. Yeah, whatever. I'll just capture. Okay, 7 wins, 1 draw. That hurts. Should have been 8-0. Okay, so thanks everyone for joining in and watching the Simul. I guess next